Welcome to Real Estate Defined, the art of real estate, the podcast where we break down the market, the money, and things that really matter in real estate.
Join Dr. Briley and myself, AlstonToney, here each week while we're unlocking real conversations, real strategy, and real insight so we can buy smarter, sell better, and build long-term wealth. Let's get into it.
Hello, everybody. We are back, aren't we?
We're back.
Okay, so it's another week. We're having a great time. Of course, all the time. It's always backstage laughter and good times. I'm glad you're here to join us again. We have a very special guest with us today. And we're going to be talking about some title stuff and different stuff. But you know how we always begin? We begin with a funny story or something that has happened or something eventful for the week or last month or last year or something like that, right?
Right.
So I am Dr. Briley.
And AlstonToney.
And who do we have?
And I am Ashley Brocato, sales executive for McKnight Title.
Yay. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so I was told that you're going to go first and letting us know.
The pressure.
Yeah, I know. You're going to go first and let us know something funny or something insightful that, eventful.
Well, I have 2 small children, so it's always eventful and hilarious around our house. My daughter has a comic bone in her body somewhere. So that's what I'm going to share with y'all.
Okay.
So the other evening, she looks over at me. It's just the 2 of us in my bedroom, and we're watching TV, and she says, "Mom, do you want to know what sex is?" And I'm looking at her. She whispers it. Like, I'm almost like, "What did you just say?" And I said, "Sure." And so she says,
"Oh, no."
And I just looked at her. I'm sure my face turned red. I said,
now he's going to have the giggles.
I said, "Where did you learn that?" I just made it up. And so I'm going, okay, I'm going to go get a drink of water because I'm going to go tell my husband now in the kitchen what just happened. And she's like, "I'm going to go show Daddy." And so I said, "Let's go." So she did. And my husband had the same reaction. And then she proceeded to then kind of like skip. So like she was making just that's not there. She's 6. I guess I should have led with that. She's 6. So yes.
Well, you know, as kids get older and they talk to other kids and they're laughing and they're playing on the playground and, you know, they come up with so much.
Yeah. And I'm sure, so somebody's like, "Oh, I bet she saw something." And I'm like, no, I mean, she sees her dad and I being affectionate and she knows, I'm sure, there's some kind of physical something, but she's not quite sure what it is. So she just made it up in her head. And I said, "Yeah, baby, that's exactly what it is."
Well, growing up in the 70s, they used to say what birds and the bees was.
Right.
It definitely wasn't birds and the bees then. So, that's cute. That is cute.
They weren't bouncing around those bees.
No. Babies didn't just come dropping out of the air from a bird, you know.
Extort.
So, yeah. You're like, "Here, there's a baby." Didn't happen that way. So what you got?
Well, I did do something crazy recently for a friend, someone that works with Ashley, actually. We're getting engaged, and he was sitting in my office and was talking about what he was going to do, and I'm like, too manly man, you're not thinking, this has got to be all out. So we're walking out the door, and we stop and grab my computer, set it back out, and I start calling people and help them set up this whole extravagant. You were there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Extravagant
proposal for him. Yeah. Because I'm like, he was talking about how his wife's simple and she doesn't like a lot of stuff. And I'm like, that's
But just because she's simple doesn't mean she doesn't want
all of that. So we got to do it. And he was texting me.
Did she love it?
Yeah. Texting me a picture while they were having dessert and stuff.
So
and there, because I called the restaurant too and had reservations made. Had stuff like catered to the table the whole time too that he didn't know about too, so he'd have like a little surprise.
That's nice.
So he texted me and he was like, "This has been the craziest experience."
That's
and I
nice.
said, "Get off your phone." That's what your reply was.
Before you get a divorce,
Tell me tomorrow. But that was really cool. Had marquee letters behind him and everything. Told him even where to walk so she doesn't see the whole setup. And no, it was good.
It was
cool.
very
Such a
magical.
romantic
My little
romantic.
free party planning.
I know.
Side
Real
job.
estate and party planner.
They wear many hats.
Wow. Right.
I know.
Real
Say
estate
that.
mover, party planner.
Can we tell them people?
Therapist.
I know, right? Let me see. What do I have? I have so many different things. Gosh, y'all. It has been a first quarter. I must say, the months have been flying by, y'all. Like, I'm like, is first quarter over? Because it's like
2 months of Mondays.
yeah, we're in March. Like, this is March. Let's just call it March, right? We're in March because and then before you know it, we'll be at the end of March. But something that had happened, I talked about it before on the show, which is counties that file paperwork. I'm not gonna put the county on blast, but it is so frustrating. This is not like a joke one though, but this is like so frustrating to go to counties that use typewriters, counties that use carbon paper, and we're like in the 21st century. Like that is beyond. That's like beyond. And I understand that, different counties have smallness where the budget is small.
Right.
But you at some point you have to get up to date. Like at some point you got to get a computer.
Oh, I'm sure they're like, the Secretary of State sent us those things. They're in the
Right,
boxes
they're in the
over
boxes
there.
in there, and we haven't turned them on yet.
Yeah.
We got them 15 years ago,
Yeah.
But it's just it's frustrating.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's really, really frustrating. So my story is more of a frustrating story because I own some land in a rural area that's really not rural. It's really not. It's rural, but it's really not rural because Texas is booming. Like Texas is like booming. And so I just had a time of day getting on the phone with these people. They make up their own lunch hours. They close when they want to close. I just never seen nothing like this.
I always say, it must be really nice to shut your whole office down for lunch.
Yeah.
For lunch, the
I
whole
eat
office.
lunch and I'm pounding it out.
Whole office.
Answering
And
the
it's
phone.
not on the website. It's not on the website.
No.
It's not on the door. It's whenever the manager gets them to say, let's go get barbecue. And everybody's like, yay! And they, everybody jumps up and leaves. Like I've never seen anything like it, so, but anyway, I don't want to give you the giggles.
I know.
Because I can give Austin the giggles and it's
I know.
over. But yeah, that is my story, and I'm sticking with it. No, that's my story, and I'm dealing with it. I did get a chance to meet the manager. She actually was a very nice person. Over the phone dealing with me, it was a hot mess. Like I was giving it. I was like, boom, boom, boom. I was like Mike Tyson, like over the phone. But then when I met her, I was like,
This is the one that you were telling me. You answer the phone, you heard something crackling. And then
yes.
you're
Yes, and it was pork skins, y'all.
What?
She said,
Pork skins.
No.
She said, "Are you eating?"
Right, I'm like, are you
"Yeah,
eating
I'm eating
sunflower
pork."
seasoned pork skins?
Yeah.
Sunflower seasoned pork skins. She was fitting out the sunflower seeds. I was like, oh, where did I call?
Tell me you're in a tiny town without telling me
Right.
you're in a tiny town.
On the phone.
Yeah.
Ding.
I was like, are you eating? I'm like, what? But anyway, I did get a chance to meet her, and she was actually a very nice person. She actually came from behind the clerk's desk, and she was like, Dr. Bradley, it was so nice to meet you. Excuse the barbecue.
We're so bad.
I know. But hey, the viewers love it.
I
Well,
know.
we're at 290 something K views. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So obviously they like laughing with us. So we're like / comedy
I
show
know.
/ real estate, And we didn't plan out for it to be that way, but we just vibe real good together and we have a great time. But
Right.
yeah, so that's my claim to fame about the smallness of towns, and because the population and the subsidiary areas of Houston is growing to such a huge degree, like we got to do better in Texas.
Gotta
And I can
keep
say
up.
this. I'm born and raised in Texas. I can say this. Like, we got to stop spitting and a handshaking, getting stuff done. We actually have to, like, upgrade our systems and get software that's going to be beneficial to the courthouses. I mean, we're paying taxes, y'all. Like, come on. Like,
Right.
let's get the right people in there that's gonna.
Well, and the conversation we had about it was that this was an important office in
Yeah.
the courthouse,
It's
which they
very
all are,
important.
but it has to do with land sales, and they're running it like this, and you had to contact them because of a mess up,
Correct.
and no one could answer to it and tell
Correct.
you what to do next. Everyone was
Right.
like,
Or they were just
I
ping
don't
ponging
know.
me.
Yeah,
They were
I don't know.
ping-ponging
Call
me.
this office.
Yeah, they were like,
we don't
well,
know what that is.
I don't know. But you better call her before next week. She retires next week. And I'm like, so it's just little stuff like that. And even when I did go, they were having a retirement party.
Oh my God.
Stop it.
Yeah, they were having a retirement party. That's why the office was shut down.
Oh my
And I'm like, I
gosh.
just drove almost 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And the office is shut down during a weekday. Like, what is
Yeah.
going on? They were like, it's a retirement party. I was like,
They
After
plugged little
hours. We have
things, the
business to do.
kazoos at you.
right. Let's do this
Yeah.
after hours.
Yeah.
Let's not do this at 2:00 Central Standard Time. Like, But anyway, I heard they are going to. They have some funding coming in. They're getting ready to get some new buildings, so they're going to take it from the trailers to an actual building. So we're doing a little bit better. And like I said, I'm born and raised in Texas, so I can really talk. Got family from Louisiana. I've seen it all when it comes to courthouses and documentation and paperwork and stuff, how it was done. And some little counties have only like one title company.
Right.
And they work together, so they're like, oh, just call a title company, and then it's like and it's the same thing. But I am seeing change in that area, and it's actually happening faster than I can even imagine, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
So that's my little story.
The city's catching up with them.
The city's catching up, and everybody's scared to be annexed to Houston. Like, nobody really. I mean, Houston is not a bad place, y'all, but a lot of people don't
They
want
want
to be.
another boss.
Nobody wants to really be annexed. Some of us live in the subsidiaries, but still have Harris County. Texas is weird, or Houston is weird with the subsidiaries. Like, you could be not in Houston, but be in Harris County.
But you're in Houston.
But you're in Houston, but not really.
Right.
You know, take Spring. Spring is
That's
Harris
what
County.
Yeah.
So it's these little things.
I'm in Cypress, but we're
Harris County.
Right.
Right. So it's these little sub hubs that there's all these little rules and regs, but you don't follow all of Houston's rules.
Right.
But you follow Harris County's rules. So I think as time goes on, things are going to start shifting and changing, because I know that they have remapped. What was it, like 2 years ago? It was 2 years ago, because Spring was under Commissioner Jack Cagle office. He retired, and then now we're Precinct 3 and not Precinct 4, and we're under Tom Ramsey's office, Precinct 3. So they had to, because of the growth, they had to realign, and I think he's Kingwood too. I want to say he's Kingwood as well, somewhat of Kingwood.
I don't know.
But yeah, so it's a lot of growth, a lot of new houses being built, and that's some of the growth pains of it. And it's growth pains.
Yeah.
It is.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good for real estate. It's good for title companies. It's good for
Absolutely.
mortgage companies. It's good for the area. The biggest thing that I would love to see is we have some trees being preserved, though, because I think because we are a hurricane natural disaster. We're Gulf of Mexico, so close. I want to see more trees being up or being replanted if they knock them down.
Right.
It just kind of helps with the everything. If we get too much rainwater, I don't want to see flooding happening in like a lot of the new parts of areas.
Right.
Yeah. So what we got today?
So, title company.
All right.
So I know Ashley has a long background in title.
Yes.
So
13 years.
Yeah. Why don't
Ooh-wee.
you tell us a little bit about your background, title, where you started, where you are now?
So I worked in the restaurant industry for a better part of my life. And I decided I was done working weekends and evenings. I just wanted a 9 to 5. Took a job at a call center, and there happened to be a title company in that building. And I ran into the manager in the restroom, and we're washing our hands, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so glad I ran into you. you cannot be happy over there. I have the perfect job for you. I've got an escrow assistant position available. And, of course, I'd never heard escrow in my life. I went home and I said, I got a job in the bathroom for something assistant. I don't know. But I'm going to go talk to them. And so they wanted to, give me a 401k and benefits. We were getting married that year and pay me double what I was making at the call center. So I said, absolutely, let's do it. You're going to train me. So I learned how, and it was a builder account, which is completely different than resell. So I learned how to make bank packages, of course, builder account. So we're doing lot takedowns, construction loans, and then the perm files as well. And so I worked all the back end, and I'm questioning what's a deed of trust. And my manager at the time is like, don't worry about that. You don't need to concern yourself. Just record it and get it to the bank. And I'm like, okay, but I do want to know these things. Right. So then I shifted into the person who opened the order. So then I'm ordering the taxes, the MUDs, surveys, and I'm learning what all of these documents are. And I'm going, oh, okay. Moved into a funding position. So now I'm setting up wires. I'm working with the lenders to get transactions funded and things like that, and loved it. And then I realized that there were other opportunities outside of this little bubble I was in, that I was working for peanuts. And so got out of that business, went into a resale for a title company and a big national company. And then I learned how resale worked, which is a whole different ballgame. And so I learned how to do that. And then I eventually was licensed as an escrow officer. Loved that. I love real estate agents. I'm a talker. So anything just like getting to work with them and learning about their business and different things. Then my marketing rep decided to retire from our business and step out and start her own company. And I like to say I was voluntold to be our new sales executive. And I thought, no, I'm the closer. I'm trying to, start my career here. Nope, this is what you're going to do. It's perfect for you. And honestly, it was a blessing in disguise. It awoke a passion inside of me that was dormant, and I was really at a place where I was burnt out, I felt like. So getting out from behind the desk now and being more social, it filled my cup in more ways than I can say. And then along that journey, I've met some incredible people like Alston, and we're also a homeschool family. So I've met so many real estate agents who were prior teachers, retired or quit the business and are working from home, and then picked up real estate to help supplement with income. And so the resources and people that I've met along that path and that journey to help encourage me or just be a resource like, hey, did you know about this little place of, little co-op for homeschool? So that's been incredible. So now I am at McKnight Title. That's where I'm at currently. My office is in Conroe. We have 5 branches across the Houston division. We have Montgomery, Woodlands, Sugarland, and Katy.
Oh, wow. So you're reaching every...
Yes.
All 4 corners.
Yes. And 23 offices across the state of Texas. So McKnight is a Texas-based, Texas-focused title company. We like to say that we are small enough to care, but big enough to handle all of your commercial deals, farm and ranch, and things like that. So
I like the name.
Thank you.
I like the name.
Thank you.
I like the name.
We're a direct underwriter, but we also underwrite for 5 top underwriters. So I know you've been in transactions where maybe an underwriter doesn't want to take the exception and they're like, oh, it's too risky. Then you have to call different title companies, present your scenario, figure out which one's going to handle it.
Right.
You don't have to do that with us. You get to just... We keep processing the file, and we shop the underwriter until we find one that will take the exception for you.
That's good.
Yeah, so that's something that sets us apart from our competition.
Relationships. I mean, absolutely. I can't say it enough. Like, people don't realize how much relationships matter in the way that you can conduct business. Because when you can be the a la carte that's a little bit different than your normal standard, you win business all the time.
Right.
And you grow.
Yeah. I mean, title companies across the board, we all sell the same thing.
Right.
And title insurance is not sexy,
Right.
It's very boring.
Take that
It's
back.
it's not. But it's your customer service. That is what sets you apart. And I feel like during COVID, everybody was separate, right? And now that we're 6 years past that now,
Doesn't
people
even
are
seem
craving
like it.
that interaction. They
Right.
want that personal touch, that
Right.
face-to-face, the one-on-one, and they're craving it. I see it more and more every day. So
Yeah.
thankful for my job. Love
That's
what I
great.
do.
That's great. No, that's a great story, actually, because if it didn't start in that bathroom of washing hands, I mean, a lot of people don't realize sometimes there's like little blessings that just kind of navigate you and push you, you know, to something different.
Right.
And it's okay to jump into something else. That's what I tell the watchers and the listeners. Don't forget that you can listen to this on Apple as well. But I tell people that you just, you know, however you start your career is okay. But if you were thinking about real estate, some people, still talking about they're going to go to real estate school. And they go to several family reunions and people are like, you start real estate school yet?
Yeah.
No, not yet, but I'm going to start it,
Right.
And they just keep procrastinating, but it's something that's, it's a really great industry of, it's so many things, title company, mortgage, commercial. I mean, it's so much. Okay, I was just going to say bless you. I was ready to. I was like, bless you.
Let me bless you.
Yeah, let me bless you.
I know, I'm already talking so much.
No, do you need some water? We need some
Maybe,
water.
yes.
Yeah, okay. Can we get some water? Yes, thank you. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Emergency on set.
Yes,
I'm like, otherwise I'll be
emergency on set. As I drink my wine. Emergency on set.
What I wish I knew at the start. Trusting BlueScorpion Property Preservation Management Group with our commercial landscaping was the best decision ever. BlueScorpion Property Preservation Management Group has been transforming commercial spaces into green paradises. Our clients can't stop raving about us. Just listen to what they have to say.
First client review. Our property has never looked this good. 5 stars all the way.
Second client review. Professional, reliable, and simply the best in the business. 5-star service.
From lush green lawns to vibrant floral displays, we've got it all covered. Our dedicated team ensures your property not only looks great but stands out.
Third client review. Their attention to detail is incredible. Our landscaping has never been in better hands. 5 stars.
Whether you're a business or an individual, BlueScorpion Property Preservation Management Group brings expertise, reliability, and a touch of magic to every project. Ready to transform your property? Join the 5-star club! Because at BlueScorpion Property Preservation Management Group, we believe every property deserves to shine. BlueScorpion Property Preservation Management Group, where properties thrive.
So, I know this is like kind of offbeat of it, but I don't get a chance to ask a lot of people that come on the show. Like, what is the best thing you like about what you do?
I would say the social interaction. Really just helping other people with their business and seeing them be successful.
Right.
That's my success. Because I can do what I do behind the computer all day long, but knowing that what I did helped somebody else to be successful,
Right.
it really just checks a box for me.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So what you got for us?
Oh, stop it.
Can we get tissue on the set? No. I'm joking.
That was rehearsed.
Right.
No, I'm
It
kidding.
was always rehearsed. Oh,
I'm
gosh.
kidding. That was good though.
So what else we got, Austin?
So how
Hit
about
us
you
some questions.
tell us? Yeah. How about you tell us a little bit about title? What is a title insurance policy? Because I feel like most people, I mean, I go through a lot of clients, I grew up in the industry, so I have to explain to people all the time. They're like, well, I don't even want to pay for the title. I don't want to go to the title company. Let's just do the deal. And I'm
Right.
like, no. And let me tell you why you're not going to.
Yes,
So
exactly.
Why don't you explain what a title policy is?
Yes.
Why you get title insurance?
Well, title insurance is very important. If you want to make sure that no one can come back after you and say, oh, we've got a lien. You owe us $30,000. That's where your title policy. So it's your insurance policy. You only pay it one time. It's not anything that you have to pay monthly or yearly.
Right.
It's included in the sale. Once you close on it, you're good until you sell that home. That protects you against anything. So someone calling and saying that they have a $30,000 lien and you owe them money, that's where your title policy comes into play. It's going to protect your assets. Our attorneys are going to go and fight for that because we are issuing free and clear title. We've done the land search on it. We've gone back all of the deeds to the original date of the property. We've made sure every lien is paid off and there is nothing on the property moving forward to the buyer. We have a title commitment. So on the title commitment in Schedule C is where you'll find any outstanding things that need to be cleared on the property. Of course, your standard mortgage lien is going to be on there. If there's anything else like tax liens, child support liens, those things will get cleared up. Yeah, it's very important though. I would say handshake deals. I mean, that's where you get, because anything that's attached to the property follows you. So even if it's not your lien, if it wasn't paid off, guess who's responsible for it? You are. And they're going to come after you. So they want their money. So it's very important to make sure that you close through a title company and a reputable title company, because like I said, we are not all created equal. And so while some will just let things slide and just, and then you find yourself in a hot, sticky mess. So always reach out, do your research of the surrounding title companies. I will tell you a place that you can get really great information is a Google business page. So Google your title company and see what other people are saying. That is very telling.
Yeah, something that my mom always says is we search from the beginning of time. Every title company does that. A lot of people, like when they're reselling, like there's people that they bought a house a year later, something comes up and they want to move a year later. Why am I paying to get this redone again? They go to a different title company. This new title company then finds, hey, did you know? I know you just bought this a year ago, but whenever that policy was done, they didn't bring up that Billy Bob and his sister were not supposed to sell that without the other sister. And so now we're going to have to figure this out, because technically you didn't buy it from everybody that owned that property.
And it becomes
they sold it without her.
Absolutely.
And so it does. So yeah, that matters. And same with like the small county offices that we talk about. People try to go do this, and they are not paid to do that research.
Correct.
That's why you pay a title company.
Correct.
Is because you're paying someone to do that research.
So this was the referral I think you gave to me recently for something I was talking about. I think it was McKnight Title, right?
McKnight, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I didn't get a chance to. I remember seeing the text come through on my phone as multiple. I probably pick up my phone now, but I got 7,000 texts. But I had put it to the side because I wasn't ready yet to call. So but that is very important. Like very important.
Yes, and any kind of issue that you think might be attached to a property, always reach out to your trusted title partner, McKnight Title, if that is, and we can do a research on the property. So if you have someone that's passed, or you think there might be some crazy outstanding liens or things, we can do a little bit of title search beforehand just to kind of give you a sense, start working on that and clearing it. That way, once you do go under contract, it just makes it a lot easier. It's smooth. We're not having to clear up all of the issues.
Right.
We've been working on that. Now we can just go and process a normal file and get you to the closing table.
Right. Well, I had a, I don't know if it is, well, they're not really family, but they're like so close to the family. They were at title getting ready to close, and that's when they found out they had a sibling. Yeah, so that didn't.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was a hot mess.
Real estate agents, lawyers, lenders, title combined. We could write
Can't hide anything.
Countless books on things, and just when you think you've seen it all,
I know
something else happens, and you're like, "Whoa."
Yeah.
Right. The wife wasn't
that takes
happy,
the cake.
But
Yeah, I mean, what can you do?
That was the situation, but one of those woohoo moments, But that's, you find out a lot of different things, and the family is good now.
That's good.
Through a lot of counseling
Right.
and probably wine, but they're good now. But I remember that moment and getting that call. I was like, "Do what? What do you mean you have a brother?" What? So that was just kind of wild. That was wild.
Yeah. Why don't you share a little story about, we've been talking about stories, but with something, what's the craziest thing you've had to deal with a file? Like with the transfer of ownership.
Ooh, you heard that? I'm like, okay, let's see. Where are we going to
get her an IV?
Which
we need
one
an
can
IV
you
on the
pull from?
stage.
Yeah.
Well, I personally closed a file it was a divorced couple, and why they were even scheduled in the same room together, I'm not really sure. And I was just a baby licensed EO. I mean, I hadn't been at the closing table much. And that guy really, I mean, he was berating her. He looked across the table and tried to berate me. And I was very proud at how I just handled myself. I mean, screaming match between the two of them. I mean, she was in tears. And so having to be the professional in the situation and keep the calm when I'm wanting to just like, who do you think you are talking to her?
Him. Yeah.
I'm like, we can take him.
Yeah,
We can take him.
I'll get his name off this deed so quick.
Right.
Oh, no, she's getting all the proceeds.
Right.
Okay.
Oopsie, wrong bank account.
Yeah. Whoopsies.
Money gone.
Yeah.
Whoopsies.
Yeah.
Gosh, and then let's see. That's one where I've been that was very uncomfortable. We've had agents.
And they did it together, like they.
Yes. And I'm like, you should have just separate.
Yeah, that would have been
separate.
better.
Yeah, let him come in, sign, then you come in and sign.
Easier.
Yeah. It's sometimes, then I've had divorced couples at my table, and they are cutting up. He's saying he's going to be still be her emergency contact and vice versa. And I'm going, I think I even said, why are y'all divorced?
Yeah. I think
y'all
it comes to
so-
a point where they understand that it's over, and so we might as well laugh about it. I'm a divorcee, so we were kind of similar to that at the end. So you just go like, it's over, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, give me the paperwork.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want?
And if you reach that place in your relationship, I really hope that it can be that way.
I think it should be that way for most. It should be that way for most people eventually.
Because why continue to put yourself in a position where it's not healthy for you and it's not healthy for them?
Right.
Like we were just
You want to
deciding
see the best for
we're gonna
everybody.
go.
Yeah.
We're gonna go our separate ways, and then that's okay.
Right.
Be someone else's headache somewhere else.
So
down
do
the
y'all?
road.
So at the title company, y'all who's scheduling? Like how is it?
So usually once we have a balance CD with the lender, closing instructions, we will go ahead and reach out to each agent on each side, and then we'll schedule according to their.
Okay.
And so one thing that I do separate from my escrow team is I make phone calls as soon as we get a contract in. So I'm, thanking the directing agent. I'm calling the agent on the opposite side, which we call a co-op. And I'm introducing myself. Maybe they have or haven't worked with McKnight Title. So I kind of use that as a probing, trying to figure out, how they like to be communicated. What's, is this a situation where it's a divorced couple, first-time home buyers? Are they empty nesters?
So you're actually doing your homework so that way it can be a comfortable, the most comfortable environment.
Well,
Yes.
Yeah, and help organize the whole
Absolutely.
situation. The whole
Well, and
transaction.
I pass all of that information to my escrow team as well.
That's good.
So then I'm letting them know, hey, this is, first-time home buyer. So we
Sit
know
her
to
3
take
chairs down.
Yeah. make sure that we're walking them through the process. They haven't done that. We do this all the time. We take for granted that most people make one purchase if they're lucky in their lifetime. Some people make more, and they are, even then, sometimes it's still very stressful and chaotic for them, right? So we have to take a step back and go, okay, they don't know what a deed is. They don't know what a deed of trust is. They don't know why we're asking this information, and just putting our patient's hat on and, understanding where they're coming from. Even the most experienced real estate agents seem to act like first-time home buyers when they're in their own personal transactions. So just remember to, meet people where they're at. But I think that's been a really great tool. My phone calls, passing along the information, then I can know, do we need champagne at the closing? Like, is it a special occasion?
That's my kind of closing,
or, they're not always happy. I love that. Yeah. My in-laws, their neighbor of, oh my gosh, like 30 plus years. They put their house on the market, and they were moving to be closer to their grandbaby, which is amazing.
That's cool.
And so I was lucky enough to be trusted with their transaction. And so that was a bittersweet one. They're closing on a chapter, memories. They brought their daughter home and raised her and married her off in that home. And
oh, wow.
And now they're moving to be closer and to their grandbaby. And so I had, a special little thing for them at closing, and she hugged my neck so tight and she said, "Thank you so much for being here." They closed actually in our Katy office. My Conroe office handled it, but they closed in Katy. And so I went to meet them, and she said, "Thank you so much. It meant so much to have a familiar face here, because this is not an easy thing. It's a hard chapter, and so made me, it was bittersweet,
Right.
It's like,
but it's the relationships.
It's
the relationships, and it's
Absolutely.
the way that you do business. Because when you do business with the caring heart, then you can't beat it, And then people tend to talk and tell other people, and the referrals are like word of mouth, or things of that nature. It's not necessarily you have to walk out here and beat the pavement to go find clients.
Right.
If you're having to do that, then you might want to look internally. And I'm not lying. I'm just going to throw it out there. You might need to look internally.
Business.
Yeah, every
Referral
business, no
is the
matter
name
what
of
it
the
is,
game.
whether it's real estate, if you got to literally be out there knocking on door after door saying, "Hey, I'm look at some of the internal processes that you have,
Right.
And then look at what you can maybe give away for free as just a kindness." Because sometimes I think we get carried away with trying to charge for everything. Kindness don't charge. You don't have to, just to be kind to somebody, you don't have to put a price to that. You can just, say, just like you said, they 30 years. Like, that's being kind to somebody that care enough to say, "I care about you.
Right.
And I know this is hard. Here you go."
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
It's hard.
Awesome.
What else you
What
got?
else? Okay. Well, I think
Keep 'em
something-
coming.
I'm
I
ready
know,
to
I
sip
know,
on
I
some
know.
wine,
I
so
was
you go
thinking
ahead.
I know. Kind of, I think we should line out, just for knowledge reasons, that for everyone is like what exactly all a title company covers, because it's not just the title insurance policy. What you do. So we know you research the deed history on the property from the beginning of time till that day. You research boundaries, any liens on the property, all the taxes, making sure they're paid, because there's been ones that somehow skip over a year.
Really?
20 years ago that were never paid, and things come back. There's all kinds of things that
How
can
did you
come
get
up
away
with.
from that?
Right. Well, those little counties.
Oh, okay. The little counties,
yeah,
little
we
counties.
forgot. We forgot.
Oh,
We forgot
Betsy
this
didn't put it
over
in
here.
there.
Yeah.
Here's the check.
Well, and then things with taxes too is like assuming, and I deal with this a lot, is assuming taxes. So whenever you build something, the county has it appraised at whatever the lot value is, and then they come back. So things like that. Dealing with probates would be one of your biggest things too.
Yes, probates for sure. I know we were just talking about that. So again, that's another file. If you're taking a listing and there are people that are no longer living that are in title, that is definitely one we want to open up. We want to look at that first. Obviously, the first question is, when did the person pass? How long has it been? Because there is a small window. I say small window. They like to have at least 6 months since the time of passing before the sale. That allows for any time, or allows the time to do research on our medical bills outstanding, anything that may be tied to the person that passed. So is it probated? That's a big question. If it's in probate, that's going to halt your sale right there, because you have to if you're going to do probate, go ahead and do it, start it, and get it done. Once it's finished, then we can open and get going on title. If you don't have it probated, then what we do is the heirship affidavit. That is a questionnaire we're going to send out to the person that is representing for the person that's passed.
Right.
They're going to fill in as much information. So we want to know their birth date, their death date, any marriages they had, any children they had from any of those marriages, adopted children, because they do have an interest in the property as well.
The adopted children.
Even if they are no longer talking. And so that's been situations where, there's a sibling. Yeah, a sibling that's
Listen, that's
missing.
why, listeners, let me tell you something. This marriage stuff. I'm gonna put my counseling hat on. Dr. Briley is talking to you. Like, it's a business. Like, all of this relationship stuff and staying with people
You own something.
that own something. Don't be moving people in your stuff that you own stuff and they don't have nothing, and now you done moved them in and they've been there for 8 months and they can't get rid of them.
Yeah.
And it went crazy on you. But it's all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's a business.
Yeah.
It literally is. And then you get the title and you're like trying to sell something, and here they come blowing the dust
To
off.
collect.
Yes.
To collect.
Yes.
To collect.
That's what my mom always
And
says.
I will say, weddings and deaths bring out the worst in family members. You've got, and everybody has to be in agreement. So if we're not doing the will, it's not probated, we're going to do the heirship affidavit route. You've got 4 siblings. 2 want to sell, 2 don't want to sell. Well, we're at a standstill until everybody's in agreement. So either we offer to pay each of them out and they get a portion
I
of
was
it.
going to say that. I've seen that.
Yeah, because then you've got 5 people that have to sign, or they can sign over their interest and get paid out. That way it's just one signer through all of the paperwork, or everybody can sign, which then makes it difficult depending on where are they located, and things like that. That can be very tricky.
But there are options.
There are options. Listen, we are very resourceful.
Yep.
Well, I just heard about their options just recently. Like, people didn't really talk about there are options like 10 years ago.
Right.
I don't even know if the
The
options
right
have
people
just...
work.
Well, yeah, it
I
had
just
to
don't
be
think
something.
it was known.
It had to be something, because Texas just really started... Because as Texas has been growing, we've been finding a lot of spit and handshake deals.
Oh, yeah.
And just like, here comes... I never forget, I was looking at something, and the land been in these people's names for so long. They actually drew the map with the a pencil, like a pencil and paper, and it's on the court documents
Absolutely.
of them just in Texas. This is my lot, and they got their name on it, and then they drew the other little lot, and then they drew a little house with little trees, and I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
this is like Etch-a-Sketch.
There's still legal. There's still legal descriptions out there that say follow the big oak tree
That's
to
what I'm
the
saying.
chain link fence by this T-post.
And to piggyback off of that, something that people don't think about, especially in a rural area like that, where there are a lot of handshake deals.
Right.
Something that would quite often get overlooked is first right of refusal. That's not always located in Schedule C. Sometimes that is found in Schedule B, and that has almost halted transactions before, because you have to give the person who is owed the first right of refusal.
Right.
So I know of a deal where, it was closing day, and they were like, hey, whoa, that's not your property. You didn't ask us if we wanted it
That's
first.
almost like
before you
showing
bought
up on a wedding day saying, anybody
Right.
opposed to this?
Exactly.
Yeah, I do.
Yep.
So your
You
title
know?
commitment is definitely one thing. Schedule A is where you're going to find your vestor, your legal description, who the insured is, and the transaction. Schedule B is going to be all of the restrictions to your title policy. Schedule C is where you're going to find the requirements to clear title. And then Schedule D is one that gets overlooked, and it's not something that you need to worry yourself with. It just shows everyone who is getting paid out of the title premium. So you're going to have a list of all of your presidents and CEOs and things like that are getting paid from the title company. So B gets overlooked, but it's also very important to look just as much as C, in my opinion.
So as we're wrapping it up, I do have a kind of question. Where do you see AI falling into the title industry, kind of?
AI. It's
You love it.
gosh. Have we seen Terminator? I don't know. I'm on the fence. I use it.
He wasn't writing tile insurance
Listen,
policies.
I know.
That was
but
part 2.
listen,
Yeah, I didn't watch that one.
we'll watch it together. Why not watch that?
Where do you see, do you see it being an enhancement to title companies?
Our escrow program, and I did not know, I was sitting in my manager's office today, and this was something I learned, and it's actually integrated into our system. Because she said, if you guys are not using AI to help you work up your files, you're missing out. And I said, wait, what?
Wow.
So yeah, if you get a CD in from your lender, can just scan it in, and then AI reads it and then plugs it all in. Now, of course,
That's great. But
with
you go
anything,
over
you
it.
need to
Yeah.
go over it. We're not just going, oh, AI did it. No, we are doing our due diligence. People,
right.
trust me, we are doing our due diligence.
Yeah.
Because AI does
But
make
that
mistakes.
tool is going to, I keep telling people we have to embrace it.
I think it's good to streamline your processes. I don't think you should rely on it. I'm a little weirded out by the avatars. Like I've done like the character things.
Right.
Actually making an AI version of myself.
Right.
That's a little sketchy for me. No, you're just gonna get my face. Sorry, all of the imperfections. I don't need to. It's okay if I trip over my words because words are hard sometimes.
Right.
And yeah, I don't need all the filters all the time. You get me.
I don't like the filters as much on this AI stuff. It's getting kind of crazy.
Well, then when you go to meet someone, how do you?
Right. They're like looking at the
that
pictures.
looks like you.
Not the same. That's not the same. No.
Like you had rosy cheeks every day. Like what is going on?
But we're slowly seeing it come in. So helping.
We're seeing it with everything. That's why I asked.
CD. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we're seeing it in everything, and I just think that as we evolve, it's just like the ATM machine from the cell phone. There used to be the stick with the big bag and the white. We're
I remember.
We're evolving. Everything is evolving. So I just wanted to know how the title companies are looking.
We're embracing it. I think I actually have a class on doing a listing with AI.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
So I'm anxious to see how that class goes, and then we also have some other ones that are coming up. But I'm seeing more and more AI. Yeah. More people are asking for it, and I'm trying to embrace it.
Smarter and smarter, and and it's supposed to be here to kind of just like the tablets. Yeah. Compute. We had when I was in college, we had typewriters. And I was typewriting and tearing the paper off and starting over and stuff like that. But then computers came. Right. And then, so we keep evolving. So it's a great, I think it's a good thing. I think anything that's overused can be bad. But if you work it in good to your organization and company, it could be a great thing.
Yeah. Just a part of it.
Mm-hmm. It's just a part of it. And it can enhance things and make things streamlined, simpler for companies.
Right.
Yeah. I agree.
So, as we wrap up, do you have anything else, Alston?
I think so. What else do you want to tell the listeners about Title?
Tell us where we can find you.
Yes.
Yes.
So you can find me on social media. I am the real Ashley Brocato. Not to be confused with the fake one out there. Find me at Ashley Brocato on Facebook, the real Ashley Brocato on Instagram, McKnightTitle.com. You can check out all of our locations across Texas. Like I said, here in Houston, we have our Montgomery, Conroe, Woodlands, Katy, and Sugar Land office. We have room to grow. We have our eye on places, so just keep your eye on McKnight because we are growing and going.
That's good. Well, congratulations to the success of moving through the industry and finding your niche where you can help people and be successful at it. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
We want to thank you for watching and go ahead and hit that share, like, and subscribe button. Don't forget that we do have commercial spaces that we do sell. And if you're interested, make sure that you get with us on YouTube because our information is out there to contact us. And as always, y'all stay healthy, wealthy, and wise, and we will do the same. Bye.
Bye.